This futures live stream event is proudly brought to you by MightyOxTrading. All information contained herein should be considered for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing seen or heard should be considered financial advice. Good evening and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's had a great day. Let's see what we can get tonight. Chef, haven't seen you in the stream for a long time. Good to see you. Markets today, wild and wacky. Fell, bounce. Fell. One candle was 160 points, and then it just went back down again. Copper had a great day. Wow, it really had a great day. I didn't realize how great of a day it had. Gold, nearing all-time highs. All-time highs, I think, 23.55. Just hit 23.22. Ultra bond dipped and then ripped. Happy birthday, Chef. Wait, you and CFT had the same birthday? Crude oil hitting around 85. And Coinbase is at 66. According to Robin, she posted it on the CFT's Discord. It's kind of like amazing if you two like share the same birthday. Granted, he's older than you are. Hey, Speed Racer, how you doing? Will it be a slow and choppy night? Probably. But we'll see what we can see and get what we can get. How'd you do today, Speed Racer? Right now, going nowhere. Do we have any news tonight? Do we? That's the question. Foreign investment, Japanese bonds, Japanese stocks. Comes up 10 minutes to the top of the hour. And then we're at 8:30 Eastern, Australian building approvals. Nothing that really is going to rock the market. Ooh. Little move up here. Not much going on right now. Hey, G-Man. Ooh, there's a little burst all of a sudden. Three, 395. Hey, Chris. My day was all right. How was yours? Christmas decorations. No, it's when that ultimate RSI goes above 90 or below 10. Basically, it's a warning to me that I probably don't want to take a I'll take a long or short depending on the situation. Yep, green is always good unless it's the color of your bread. Let's try to reclaim 13,400. I mean 18. 13 would be like way down. 18,400. He's the man green. His P&L is green. That's why we were talking about green is always good. So green P&L is always good. Not really with the eval since it's not real money. Can it get back to 400? 399. Slow grind. Slow. There, it touched 400, got 401, and pulls back. Gold looks very choppy. Been tired all day. I'm not sure why. They should have them talk all at once. So there's like. They love the yammer, don't they? Minefield of Fed speakers. Oh, there's a little burst up to 403. Well, you don't tell me before I was going to do that little burst. Well, it was nice, a little nice move up, but little purple candle from Pasadena. So slow grind up. You, Chris, Speed Racer. I know who those three. YouTube doesn't give me a list of who's here. Russell coming down. all night long. Maybe it will go up green all night long. Up to 414. Let's see, I didn't really want to trust that blue candle there, and you see, I should have trusted that blue candle there. And then they'll do the hokey pokey and turn themselves around. Seems like it was just like 15 minutes ago we were talking about whether it could break 18,400. Now we're at 18,420. At 420 and wondering how much higher we can go. Wow. How about 430? Wow. What the heck? 440. Holy crap. What the heck just happened? I have never seen the RSI at 99.95 before. Yeah, it was 3,000 volume over those two candles total. Yeah, but slow growing up. But I mean, I didn't expect the burst at the end like that. I mean, that was 50, 60 points in almost no time. I faded it on Topstep for 10 points. I got in. Ouch. At 466 out at 456. So 10 points. Didn't expect a 10-point play there. Didn't expect a 50-point first up. Yeah, I got in at 466 down to 456. Could have got more, could have got double that, but I'm happy with 10. I mean, I don't ever expect a 10-point move in Asia, so I got in at yeah, yep, yep. That's the exact candle I got in. Yeah, once I saw, I mean, just how extended we were, and I saw the wick on that last candle. I figured we're coming down. Wow, that's a lot of contracts. I had one. Now it's totally lost its oomph. Where oomph was? Our candles now have gotten very small again. No news that I saw. How you doing, Captain Price? Now we'll wait for our next opportunity. Oh, you can't see his messages? Captain Price, why do you have G-Man blocked? Yeah. G-Man, he says he went on a blocking rampage one day, thinking he blocked 200 people. In thinking with Bookmap, thought they were bots, and he was paranoid. Yeah, G-Man's a valuable member of the Goose community. All right. That might be our only move of the night that I caught that short down. It might just go flat now. We'll see. Seoul and Tokyo open up in about 14 minutes. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. Really, I shouldn't say knew. I figured there was almost no chance it was gonna continue going up after that. Well, the wick of the pullback wick. So I even made sure I widened the stop and made sure I had some room just in case it had a little spike or whatever. I just wish I had hit the long button on this little blue candle here and just didn't put in a target. That blue candle was at 404. It got all the way up to 485. Hey, Borneo, how's it going? Little bounce here. How's the trading been going, Borneo? Oh, yeah. Not sure that Japanese news does anything. We'll have to see. Excellent, Borneo. A lot of people are starting to like Quant Tower. I think Ninja Trader has made a big mistake in blocking new prop firms, and it's introducing people to Quant Tower that before didn't give them a shot, and people are really starting to like it. All right, Captain Price, have a nice meal. Wow, another nice size candle there. Yeah, probably is, G-Man. It's rare to get a move like that this time of night. The evening that Russia invaded Ukraine, that was a big volume night. Little burst there and then came right back down. Excellent CVR. How much of it did you catch? Nice. CVR. Trying to read it. You're using Renko's now? So you entered at 386, got out at 436, and then 467, and then caught the short. Am I reading that right? Nice. Okay, thank you for interpreting that for me there. You played that really, really well. Oh, okay, I thought I saw reverse there on the Renko chart. So a quick first back down and then back to sideways. Did you redo your bots, or were you able to recover them? Gold, by the way, pulled back down to 23.16. Hey, Glasgow, what's your question? My opinion, Glasgow, is if you feel like you can handle a funded account like that, then just do the eval and get the cheaper price instead of going for the direct account. Especially since Tick Tick has no minimum trading days. TradeDay is a good option. They don't have a direct account, but TradeDay is a good option. Yeah, that's what I would do. It's cheaper. I mean, if you feel like if you feel like being funded, being a funded trader is, you're ready to be a funded trader, just do the eval and save yourself some money and all that. That's what I would do. Another nice little push up here right before Asia open. Oh, Asia did open right there. Seoul and Tokyo. Well, cool. I mean, the other thing, Glasgow, is I mean, do you want this many different companies if you have Bulenox and Apex already? And pushing back down. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. I personally have a few personal issues with TickTickTrader, so that's why you don't see them on my list of the ones I recommend. Let's move down. Yeah. That's a decent move down, though. Glasgow, is there a reason you're not considering Topstep? Continuing to push down. Short on this purpley candle on Blue Sky. Popping back up, though. Gonna give it 5 points, folks, like it's gonna nail me. So sitting here at 433. Glasgow, so are you talking about Topstep there? Well, see, Topstep doesn't even ask for your ID when you get funded. I think that's only when you go to live, because I'm funded with Topstep, and they didn't ask for my ID. Okay. Popping up. So you work in Georgia, but so you're living in Georgia as well while you're working there? Touches that EMA, bounces back up. Nice blue candle bounce. Just not sure it's got the oomph to go back up. All right, Glasgow. Have a great day or a great night. Great day, yeah. Where am I? Kind of hanging here at 14, 18, 436. So we're kind of stagnant. Looking for another 80-point burst. No, I don't think we'll see another 80-point burst in the evening for another month. Hey, John. Doing all right? How are you? Awesome. That's an excellent day for you, John. Crude oil, nice little pop there. Nope, they just started the game, John. They're starting the second inning. 7-hour rain delay. He has a infield single that went about 55 feet. Blue candle. Hey, Tio, how you doing? Blue candle will go anywhere? Oh, excellent. I remember you mentioning him, John, but that's awesome that he made the team. I'm doing all right, Tio. He was a home run champion or something in college, right? Sundays are usually a good day for backup catchers, usually day game after a night game. Ooh, there's a nice boom. Ooh, and gives it right back away. Wow. Yeah, and now Bart's been traded to Pittsburgh. Another blue candle bounce up. Pushing up. I just took a trade on Flexytrade. Gotta figure out how to show all these different accounts. Yeah, gold's bouncing a little bit. Just trying to get up to all-time highs. caught a short off that verse stuff on NQ earlier. That was my big trade of the night. 438 is where we stand right now. Not really doing much here. Nice, John. And still trying to grind up here. Yeah, I was all surprised to get a nice 10-point trade earlier. Not really going anywhere right now. Yeah, 10 points on NQ, John. Looks like it might be trying to come down now. We'll see. We've gotten really boring, though. Oh, there we go. I just had to say, it looks like it might be coming down now for it to move up. up to 441. Yeah, it probably has a bit of latency. Pulls back again. Not going anywhere. We've been in like a 5-point range now for quite a while. John, I was trading, but I was trading on Topstep X. CBR, no, I did not see any reason for that pump. No news on that. Hey, FDDZ. I have no idea how it's pronounced that. You've been doing well on gold lately? I'll take a trade on gold every now and then. I do have the gold chart up there, top right hand side there. 5-minute chart on gold. Just keeping an eye on it. Sitting at 23.19.3 right now. Can you get a mic? Why, you want to talk, G-Man? Um, G-Man, if you want to call me on Discord, I can put you through onto the stream. 1 sec. Okay, G-Man, talk so see if they can hear you.
Test, test,
Oh,
test.
hold on, I gotta turn up. Wait,
Hello,
let me turn you up. Okay,
hello,
can you guys hear G-Man?
DBR.
Hold on, let me see. Let them see if they reply that they can hear you. Yep. Okay, you can be heard.
Hey,
G-Man,
John, how you doing?
take it away.
I'm good. Hey, I'm on a little delay. If I can get it live. So John's doing good, but CBR, if you're there, hello.
He probably is. Yeah. He types slow sometimes.
Okay, so CBR,
Yeah.
I mean, there's no reason for the pump. It's just a pump. So if you're in, I was in from before and held it to try and get some more, and I got out. But Ox saw the pump, and I mean, it was up 10 to 12 points. This is on the ES now. You guys may trade NASDAQ, but on the ES, it was 74 to 84. I mean, that's a huge move during the day. And we had 3,200 contracts volume, which those two things are unheard of overnight. So Ox just faded it, which is the trade. I was long, so I got out. I just, you know, I didn't get the top, but Ox got the top and faded it, which is that's how you do it. You just when the market pumps like that. I mean, think about it. There's no reason for it to pump. There's no news for it to pump. It has never done that before ever in 30 years. So you fade it, and he made a fortune. If only he traded more than one contract.
Yeah.
So. So if you guys see that, if you see the pumps like that, or the pump or dump, right? Either one, you can fade them because they're not real. It's just how the market works. It just has to get rid of people. It has to shake people out. But that was just the end of a 50 on the ES 5250. It went all the way up to 5285. What's that? 35 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a huge run, and they're done. So go with it. Get out, fade it like Ox did. That's how you make your money.
Yep. And I often find that like these trends that just kind of slowly grind up, they often end with a huge burst like that. Now that was an exceptional burst. Usually I don't see them that big, but they often, these trends will often end with a nice big burst, nice big candle, and then they'll start reversing.
Yeah, and if you go back to earlier in the day, I mean, we were. Let's go back here. We were dumping pre-market. They faked us out, and then the open just blasted us up. Then at 7 o'clock we got news, and that blasted us up. And then we got a couple of uh, down moves, and then we got Powell. Powell said something about interest rates, so it was a down move, and all these things can be faded. That's the point. And then at the little afternoon, we got a huge dump to the low, and that was faded, and then it had to finish up. So I just look at it that way. Yeah, I think downtrend rest of the night, absolutely. And I think tomorrow we're going to get down because on Friday is NFP. So NFP, they're going to come out with something good because it's all rigged. And what they want to do is they want to dump the market so everyone thinks short, 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 and then they'll just rip it. So, I mean, that's my opinion. So, just see what it's doing, but see what it's doing and then put your trades on. That's what I think is going to happen. But I think the move tonight is over. I mean, we got a huge pump, and then we got a huge dump. So, on huge volume. I mean, the volume on that was 3,200, which is kind of unheard of on it. That's on a 30-second candle. On the 5 minute, it was I'm not exactly sure, but I would say, yeah, down if you want to trade it, and then tomorrow probably more down, and then Friday looking for a pump. On the NFP news.
Just a
What
note
do
to
I?
everybody that when G-Man throws out times, he's on Pacific time. So you might need to
Yep.
adjust for your time. So when he said 7 o'clock news today, it was actually the 10 o'clock news
Everybody's on
Eastern.
Pacific time. Come on, Ox. It's the best weather. Least amount of earthquakes in the last year.
Still got those wildfires you have to deal with also.
Yeah, we get wildfires, we get droughts, we get earthquakes, but hey, yeah, yeah.
Nice move back up here. Went from 432 back up to 442, so a 10-point move back up. Earthquake downtrend.
Exactly. Where are you, CBR?
CBR is in Pennsylvania, near my old stomping
Pennsylvania.
grounds. Yeah, near my old stomping grounds.
You, you East Coast guys, you get to sleep in.
Yeah, yeah. You got to get up at like 5 a.m.
Right. Oh, he's in. Is that Napa?
No, Northeast PA.
Well, Napa's close. All right. Yeah, Napa's nice. That's where they make wine. So I mean, I look at the range. I look at the daily range. I look at the overnight range. The daily range was what? 30. Looks like 30, like 34, 35 points. Daily range and overnight range. I haven't figured that one out yet, but not that it means anything, but it just, once you get up to a number like 52.85 on the ES, that's a huge run, and it just can't, every additional point. I mean, the probability of that happening, it gets down lower and lower. So, I mean, we ran from 74 to 84 on that pump. That's 10 points on the ES. That's a lot. It's not a lot for Nasdaq, but if you look at the Nasdaq, I'm sure you guys got 50 or 60 points on that. So
CBR, no, he doesn't use any bots or automation.
any automation.
Yeah, I just told him you don't use any bots.
I can't figure that stuff out, CBR. I barely can log on. I mean, automation is basically just it's just whatever you're doing automated. And the hard thing is programming in. I've read all the books. I've tried many times, but to try and automate what I'm thinking in real time, there's just no way. It's not going to work. So I just try to keep it simple. I've got really simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. It's I can explain it to a 3-year-old and they'll understand. It's like, hey, the market's going up. How do you know that? Well, we're getting higher highs and higher lows. That's the definition of a market going up, and vice versa. So I don't really look at anything other than that. But that's the simple approach. The complicated approach, or the not easy approach, is there's a lot that goes into that. Because I'm looking at volume and I'm looking at the ranges and where it's been and what's going on. So that's the 20 years plus of losing money. I think the main thing is I've lost money every way that everyone's lost money, so I understand it. It's tough. I mean, more ways than Ox has lost money, I'm sure. it's it's not easy. But what I try to do is put the trade on. So what can I do? I can't control the market. I don't have hundreds of thousands of contracts. So I just look at what can I do. I can enter and I can exit. And if I get a bad entry, I can get out with minimum loss. What most people do is they enter and they just stay in it and they're losing and losing and losing. And I used to do that. I've got tons of stories, but just simply just get out if you're losing, get a better entry, and work that way and practice. And I tell Ox every day, it's you guys are jet fighter pilots. You gotta learn how to fly that aircraft and without crashing. And you're down on fuel, or you've lost your hydraulics, or all this stuff happens, and it happens in real life training, but or trading, and you have to be able to make money when all that's going on. Uh,
John asks, what was your transition like from going from working a job to being a full-time trader? Now your full-time job was with trading, so that was probably an easier transition than somebody that's not in trading full-time, right?
no, so I was working uh, doing institutional sales at Wells Fargo,
Okay.
and full time, and that job sort of ended, and then um, while I was there, I started trading, doing the Qs in my 401k account, and slowly doing it, and then I got out of that, and that started a 20-year. The transition's tough. Um, so I didn't have a lot of I had expenses. I didn't have a lot of reserves, so it was tough. So that's a tough thing to do. But I spent a lot of years, and I'm talking years, in you know just like a fighter pilot in a simulator, um, learning what worked and what didn't work, and uh, working that way, learning. And it took me forever. It really did. Yeah, John. I mean, that's just it. I mean, I took the leap because I just figured I could do it, and it took a long time, and now I'm able to do it. So, and I'm here. I'm here every day, so I'll help you guys any way I can. I'm glad to do it. But what I do is completely different than what most people have learned. Um, I mean, Ox will tell you. I mean, we trade every afternoon or most afternoons,
Yep, we do.
and I just trade. I sort of know the levels, and yeah, and I don't make calls. I'm not public about it. I just for me, it's about making money. So uh, I'm glad to help. I'm glad to tell you guys whatever I know because it's limited, and I keep it simple, but it works. So, and what I post usually works, but what's behind that is I can't type it.
Yeah.
It's just entry. For me, it's entry and then two exits. Right? You got an exit where you lose, an exit where you win, and what I was telling Ox earlier is the important thing is to practice so that you practice not losing because the whole key to this is don't lose. I'm wrong all the time. I was wrong, the other day. I think I was long and the market dumped, whatever that day was. But I didn't lose money. That's the key. You have to not lose. So I don't stay in it. I don't add. I just exit. Um, it's hard for me to switch, but I just don't lose money. And that takes, I mean, it's really, I'm trading against myself because once I think I've got it, I'm wrong. And you guys have to know that. And you do know that. So it's just about, um, you know, not
Yeah.
you
And
got
when
to
he
fly the jet when everything's falling apart.
and when he
You're
says not
you're
lose, when he says not lose money, he means he's only taking like a tick or two of loss compared to some people that hold for points and points of loss before getting out. Is what he's talking about. He'll take a loss every now and then, but it's going to be a tick or two versus.
yeah, no, I mean indicators. I've used them all, and Ron, I've tried them all, and um, they work, and then they don't work. So they my very first trade, I was doing trading cues, and I was using on RSI strategy, fading when it was high and then fading when it was low. And it worked for a month in sim. And then I went live in my 401k plan. My very first trade, I shorted because the RSI was at the high, so it has to go down. And it went up all day. And at the end of the day, I got the call from my broker saying you got to get out or we'll get you out. Huge loss. So that was the last time. Well, I've used indicators and I learned all the indicators, but they're 50-50 and I need to be better than that. So I don't necessarily use them. I use volume, I use price, and there's a couple of EMAs I use. I use Fibonacci's, which is all a derivative of the price, right? But after a while, you get a sense for what the market may do because of what it did. And that I probably can't teach. You just have to learn that. Um, like today, and what I said about today, and what I'm saying about tomorrow, and what I'm thinking about. Typically, I mean, if you think about it, the guys with all the money, Goldman and all those guys, they've got huge traders that trade thousands of contracts, and they've got to get all their contracts in and then all of them out. So what they try to do is push the market. Like today, they pushed it down, ran it up, pushed it down, and ran it up. So pump and dump, dip, strip, and rip. I've toasted that a couple of times. And all that means is that, for a guy trading thousands of contracts and they want to go long, they have to push it down and they get entered. So when you see that, you just have to be patient and wait and enter long as it's going down, and then the reverse as it's going up. You don't want to be the person that's shorting at the bottom. You don't want to be the person longing at the top. So, what I'm thinking for tomorrow is probably push it down and then push it down tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then on NFP it'll come out and it'll be a great report. And this stuff's all written. I mean, it's all, everybody knows, except we don't know. But the Fed knows, and all the big traders know because they write the reports. And then, lo and behold, hey, look at that! It popped up. So get on the side of those guys. So there's no indicators. They don't use indicators. The pit traders don't use indicators. It's all about price, and you can see volume when it popped up today. And Ox got the short. I mean, look at that thing. At 1631.30, we got 33,000 plus contracts overnight, and it went up to 84, 80, almost 85, and Ox shorted that. It can't be sustained. It's a huge pump. So you see the run, you see the volume, and you short. And that's very simple, but it's not easy. Am I making any sense, Ox?
Yeah, you are. Absolutely.
I'm going all over the place.
By the way, Ron, welcome to the stream. I don't think I recognize your name unless you've been here a long time ago. So welcome to the stream. Anyone else have any questions for G-Man before we wrap up the stream here at the top of the hour?
I'm ready to talk all night, man.
Yeah, you don't do this twice a day.
I mean, I make a lot of money. I trade a lot. I've got 20 years, and it's your chance. Ask me anything.
Maybe one evening we'll have to do this as a scheduled thing, so maybe people could have a.
I guess John and I are going to be talking. No, I mean, this is what you guys are looking at here is incredibly tough. It's I look at it as a jet fighter pilot. You have to. It's like Top Gun, but you come in and you have to trade against the Top Gun guys. And those guys are, the best of the best. So we have to trade against those guys. And what they're doing is moving the markets. They've got enough contracts, they can move the markets, and they're just, they destroy everybody. So it took me a while, but I figured out I don't know what they're doing, but I figured out to see where they're positioned and just join them, because you can't beat those guys. You just join them.
Okay, so 2 questions. John asks, how many hours do you spend a week or day back testing?
I don't back test anything, dude.
And Tia wants to know, are you mostly using the...
So I don't back test. I don't back test because I trade in real time.
And Tia wants to know if you're mostly using the DOM or DOM, and does using those tight stops ever get frustrating?
Yep. So I've got 2 charts: 30-second, 5 minute, and 30-minute. 30-minute gets me back to yesterday and the overnight. 5-minute gets me the day, and then 30-second is what's going on right now in the market. So those are the charts I use. The dome I use just to enter and exit trades. I don't use Bookmap or anything like that. And on the charts, I'm not looking at any indicators. I've got a couple of EMAs. I got an 89 and a 240 on the 5-minute. I got nothing on my 30-second. I'm literally looking at like today when this opened and we were just kind of opening, and then I was looking long and I posted that I'm long, and then we got the ramp up. So I could, I don't have to be correct, but the way you trade it is if you're long and it goes up, you get out, you exit into the liquidity, and we had a huge spike in volume. So that's liquidity, 33,000 plus. If you're not long, you short it, you fade it. It was a huge move up. Think about it. It's a huge move up. It never happens. Huge volume, and it moved, and it's a big move from the low of earlier today, and it's a big move overnight. So what's the likelihood of it going higher? It's like zero, you know. So you just have to fade it, and
For
you get your points on the way down, and you get out. And then once that's done, you're done trading.
for
So
reference,
you look for these moves.
I was just gonna say, for reference, I have up on the screen the move we're talking about, the big move up and then the
Yeah,
fade
there you
down.
go. So you see the so see, you can see the volume and you can see the move. I don't know what the volume number is, but it's like 10 times any other candle. So it's hard to do, but you fade it,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Ox faded it.
Yeah,
Ox
and
faded
this
that,
one, normally
and we
I'll
got
wait.
the move down.
Normally I'll wait for the first red candle, but this one I started to fade as soon as this candle ended because it was almost half wick, so it was already coming down. So normally I'll wait for a red candle first, but this one I jumped in just as soon as this candle closed.
So do I have a go no go on a volume trade? Um, if it makes a move like it just did, that Ox is showing you on his chart, that's a go. Typically um, on a news event, and we had 3 or 4 of those today, it's always a go. Where it's a no go, it might be we just go up a little bit and the volume's not that much. But on this one was a lot. And volume for me, it's not absolute. It's relative. So if the overnight volume per candle is a couple of hundred, and then we get 3,200, that needs to be faded because it cannot be sustained. Does that make sense?
That's to me.
So you're looking for that. It doesn't always work, but a guy called Peter Davies, who actually owns Bookmap, he has what he calls a volume spike trade. So go to his site, you can read all up about it. Yeah, he's awesome. I learned it there. It's simple, but it's not easy, right? It's there was like 3 or 4 times today where we got the volume and we got the spike and we got the move. I mean, the way I learned is that I used to, the market would move, right? I'd go look at the news. What happened? And then I'd see, oh, look, XYZ happened. It was negative. You know, like today, Powell talked about interest rates. He was not going to cut rates. So the market goes down. So by the time I've found that, I've read it, and now I understand, and I go back to my trading, the market's down 15 or 20 points, and I used to short it, right? Because it's going down because it's a negative. And then what happens is it reverses. So it's hard to do when you see these things, but you just have to go to your chart and fade it. Whatever happens, fade it. And it works 90% of the time. Sometimes it doesn't. But that sounds simple, and it is, but it's not easy. So don't go out and start fading. I'll post what I can, when during the day. But there's all kinds of stuff that you can go wrong. It isn't, nothing's foolproof. I'm always early. I'll fade early, and like today I faded. I can't remember what it was, but uh, yeah, like that move down. I think I was long 64, and then again at 60 or 56, and then again at like 50. So it's not easy. But I did know that at some point we're going up, and so you either have to be able to add or get out quickly, and I don't recommend adding. So, but I knew it was going up, and there we go. It went up to 85 from like 50. So
Any other questions before we wrap up for the night?
are you done? Come on, we got hours. It's only 6 o'clock out here.
It is.
What doesn't this thing go till like 9 or 10?
One night we went to 11 when the Blue Sky guys were here.
Yeah, we lost everybody. We got 10. We got 9 thumbs up out of 10. That's pretty good. Okay, I only see 9.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Oh, no, I see 12 likes. So
Yeah, I only see 9. I think I hit it 9 times.
hey, just went up one.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah,
Okie dokie, guys. So you got a little extra tonight. Maybe we'll do this again sometime with G-Man. Maybe we could do it where we can prepare more. I can actually I could advertise it one day and maybe get a bunch of people in here. So that's what we'll call it for tonight, because the market's kind of like totally not doing anything now either. Do I thank everyone for joining me? Thank you, G-Man. Thank you, Borneo. No problem. Have yourselves a great rest of your evening, and we'll be back here tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a great night, all. Bye.
thanks, Ox. Thanks, guys. That was fun.
If you enjoyed today's live stream, we're off. Remember, we do this every day, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yeah, it was fun. That was nice. I also want to invite you to join our Discord community. Can you hear me? Great community of traders talking trading and sometimes just shooting the breeze. No, not for you, not prep for you, but like I mean, like advertise, say, hey, G-Man's gonna be on tonight. That way, maybe get advertise it in the morning stream so people could be prepared to come in if they don't, they wouldn't normally or whatever. That's how I meant prep wise. As well as get notified whenever a new video comes out from MightyOxTrading. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Yeah.